People, comrades, Brogad a build back beach, but on still a grumble. The ritual rebuttal to beach propaganda and political amnesia is here and now. From Orchard Beach in Hanover to Fantasy Beach Park in Priory, the shoreline of Jamaica has been under siege not by hurricanes but by policy, not by erosion but by exclusion. For decades, the people's access to the sea has been fenced off, sold out, and sanitized in the name of development. But now, when a prime minister finally puts his back into the fix, the grumble begins. This bulletin is a correction, a ritual rebuttal, a call to memory. Welcome to another SkyWalker No Nonsense Talk, my people. Let's start where the wound began. PJ Patterson's administration, 1992 to 2006, oversaw the tourism expansion of the period that led to the privatization of coastal lands. Beaches once cleaned and cultivated by communities like Orchard Beach in Hanover, where locals planted coconut trees and hoped to preserve a grounded ship, were suddenly fenced off and threatened that their privilege would not be theirs anymore. It would go to outsiders. I was there and I had the experience. The justification, tourist safety. The reality, displacement of locals, especially Rastafari and grassroots families who had stewarded these spaces for generations. Daughter Lilly, a Rasta matriarch, became one of the living symbols of Orchard Beach's soul. Her coconut trees planted between car tires should still bear fruit today, hopefully. Sip from them today and you sip from her legacy. But the government left the ship to rot and nearly sold the beach from under the people's feet. Hmm? That wasn't Brogad. He wasn't here. This wasn't an isolated case across Jamaica either. Beaches were leased, sold, or blocked, often with no public consultation. The people were told to wait, to be patient, to accept the barricade, or they were forced to. But now, thankfully, the restoration begins. Brogad's beach blueprint is ready. Mhm. Now enter Andrew Holness, inheritor of the deficit. He didn't create the beach crisis, but he's the first to codify a solution, right? He is the one who is gonna codify the solution that everyone has failed to do. Let the record show. These are beaches to be handed back to the people, and hopefully it is only to start. And hopefully all administrations after this will go with the flow. Fantasy Beach Park in Priory, St. Anne, a proposed US 2 million investment over 18 months, modeled after Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay, funded by the Tourism Enhancement Fund, the one you call TEF. It includes amenities like sanitation, security, and free public access. And people travel far to go to that one in Montego Bay. So you people in St. Anne must know what you are getting. It ain't nothing pia pia, which is good. That said, we must ensure that every coastal district has its own beach in Jamaica. Andrew is working, but we the people must always supervise to get what we want, put in we mouth. This is not ungratefulness, it's double checking. And here are some goodies that Andrew proposed. I think it's 9 additional beaches slated for upgrade. Am I right? Yes. 2024, 2025. 9 additional beaches. Hanover, Watson Taylor Park, St. James, Success Beach, St. Anne, Priory, Bathing Beach, St. Mary, Rio Nuevo, and Murdoch, Portland, Winifred Beach, St. Thomas, Rocky Pines, right? And Manchester, Goats River. There's one in St. Elizabeth too. Or two in St. Elizabeth. Crane Road and Alligator Pond. And it's not gonna be no dibby dibby stuff, right? These aren't just cosmetic upgrades, they are cultural restorations. The government is building boardwalks, vendor arcades, performance stages, fishing zones, and sanitation facilities. The goal, to make beaches hubs of community life again, not just seasonal getaways or tourist enclaves. So why the grumbling? Andrew, do this and make your third term make sense. Quiet. I am loving it right now. And I hope Mark Golding don't say we don't have to use beaches. We can give them backyard funds or something like that. So we, the PNP, are going to boycott it. Just like how he said to use taxis instead of school buses and coasters made for adults must be used for children instead of school buses deliberately designed for children. You know, say them crazy already. Right? No, say them crazy. Then we tell us, say, a toothpick too little. So go get a stake. What the workman them use for your old boulders. You know, say them crazy like that. Right? You know, say them crazy like that. Hmm? Him say the coaster bus is better than the school buses for carry children. Donald Trump, oh, if I laugh, I pop up. I'm not laughing. Go on, yeah, Andrew. Go on, yeah, man. Here is the policy that anchors it all. You call it it's gonna be tabled in Parliament, and you call it the Beach Access and Management Policy, BAMP. It's complete and ready for tabling in Parliament too. It's the first comprehensive framework since independence to guarantee physical access to the foreshore, seabed, and water, protect traditional fishing beaches and community rights, require new hotel developments to include public pathways, balance private property rights with public interest, enforce pollution control, safety standards, and environmental resilience. This is not just talk, it's law in waiting, and it's backed by budget, infrastructure, and political will. The money ready. So why grumble? Why then do some Jamaicans still cuss Brogad as if he started the beach blockade? Huh? Why? Because propaganda is louder than policy, and there are some people on the other side have nothing but propaganda and them good at it. Because the party that sold out the sand now claims to be its savior, because political amnesia is easier than ritual memory. Let's be clear. Brogad didn't sell the beaches. Brogad didn't block Winifred. Brogad didn't leave the ship to rot in a whole steam of water. He's the one trying to build back what was stolen. When of course the man we are clean up the mess, but never cause the man we dump the garbage. Bro got a build back beach, but uno still a grumble. You know, see it. Uno say the man what they work and they do so much for the poor are the worst man possible. So the finsa man we do better for the poor. Uno no say uno lick uno head. Bro got a build back beach, but uno still a grumble. So what's next? This bulletin is not just praise, it's pressure with clarity. We must demand full tabling and passage of the beach access policy. Monitor implementation timelines for all 10 beach upgrades. Archive community stewards like Daughter Lilly in national memory. Push for constitutional protection of beach access rights. Resist any future attempts to privatize or sanitize shoreline culture. Ritual closing, sip and remember. So next time you sip coconut water at Orchard Beach, bless Daughter Lily, bless her up. Bless the coconut trees planted between tires. Bless the grounded ship that still whispers history. And bless the man who is trying to make sure your children can sit there too. Stop grumble, start gratitude. The shoreline is coming home. This was a SkyWalker commentary, folks. Thanks for watching.